box, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Gay now set to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. 180! 11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Here we go. 180!
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jerick McKinnon, 2 years in the making, gets his first 49er carry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go. 180!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Winston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jameis to throw it. And Winston lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
21.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really...
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Carl Nassib. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. 2nd down, McKinnon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
All day, just like that.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Play fake. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's go.
And they try to sweep to Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full swing.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 29 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Get the ball.
Jameis now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now this throw caught left side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Winston now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. Blue 80. 56. You ain't going nowhere. Green, 17.
Play action now. Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Let's get off the field. 56 a mile.
On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way to creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Garoppolo, escaping the pressure right. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Now a give, this is McKinnon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear.
They do a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Winston. He's going to loft. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give is to Jones. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Buccaneers, first down.
Ready,
First and
black
10
with
at
the
the 14-yard line.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down. McKinnon, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
I'm going to come back to you.
From the 29, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready? Blue lady. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Don't get nervous.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards on the play, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Jameis to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
56, Mike, 50.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Williams. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally getting a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it with Jones. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tampa Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.